It's your season to be blessed. God made you a promise. You stood the test. He's gonna open the windows and pour you out a blessing. It's your season to be blessed. Come on, it's your season. Say, it's your season to be blessed. God made you a promise. And you stood. Come on, windows of heaven. Pour you out a blessing. It's your season. Oh my God. Got a verse, listen. I'm blessed in the city. I'm blessed in the field. I'm blessed going out. I'm blessed coming in. He's gonna open the windows and pour you out a blessing. It's your season, oh God, to be blessed. Come on, it's your season, say. It's your season to be blessed. To be blessed. God made you promise. God made you promise.
Hi, Oscar. Good to see you. Hello, my sister. Good to see you tonight.
I got one more verse. Listen. I've been through the fire. I've been through the flood. But I'm standing here because of His blood. He's gonna open the windows and pour you out a blessing. It's your season. Yes, it is. To be blessed. Come on, say it again. Say it. It's your season. To be blessed. To be blessed. God made you promise. God made you a promise. And you stood. Windows of heaven. Windows of heaven. Pour you out. Pour you out. It's your season. It's your season. Come on and say it. It's your season. It's your season. Today is your day. It's your season. Blessings are flowing your way. It's your season. It's your season.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Real Talk with Cindy. And I'm so delighted to have you here on tonight. Please like and share. Also, if you would like to put in the comments the city and state where you are from, I would appreciate it. Also, I would like for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Cindy R. Barber's at the bottom of the screen. And if you would like to be a blessing to Real Talk with Cindy, my Cash App is there, $ Cindy's Keys, and PayPal, Cindy R. Barber. Thank you so much for joining on tonight. Please don't forget to add your likes and hearts, and please share with other people. I see you, those that are coming in. Welcome, welcome. God bless you. We have an exciting night to share with you. And this evening, my guests are here. Give you a few more minutes to come on in. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope you had an amazing day on today and an amazing Sunday on yesterday.
It's your season. It's your season. Hold on, child of God.
God bless you from Florida. God bless you. Thank you for joining and welcome. I know Connecticut is on here. Philadelphia is on here tonight. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also to, if you'd like to be a blessing, to give to my Cash App. God bless you. God bless you. I'm going to bring my guest on tonight, all the way from Arizona.
Yeah.
By film execs, Legind Studios, Antoinette and Duane McCoy. I'm so happy to have you guys here on tonight. Welcome to Real Talk.
Hi,
Thanks,
Cindy.
glad to be here. I've been thinking about this. I was looking forward to this.
Oh, God bless you. I'm so glad. I'm so excited as what you all are doing. So I want you to begin to share, because a lot of people may not know about your first film, your first movie that you created. So I'd like for you to share a little bit about that, and then we're going to get into what you're doing now. So if you want to, share, that would be great.
Okay. We have a film out called New World Order. The End Has Come. We filmed that back in we started 2009. It started as a short film that turned into a full feature film, and it was released by BMG, Bridgestone Multimedia Group, in 2013, and has been with them ever since. And so basically, it's faith-based film based on the Revelation, and it's about two young ladies that's left behind, and they have to deal with that situation. And the Lord blessed it. It went further than we thought it would go. It touched a lot of lives, is the most important thing.
Right.
For us, a lot of things. When we it was a sold out theater here in Glendale, Arizona, when we aired it. So it's a whole lot of things the Lord has done. I'm not hitting everything. So
pretty much covered it.
Yeah. So
besides what the movie was about, but you pretty much covered
the movie's about two young ladies. It's about the market of beast, and kind of like Thief of the Night. If anybody's familiar with Thief of the Night,
right?
Just like that, that's a storyline. And that's what it's about. Now we're working on our next installment of New World Order, and it's a blessing. We're about to go into production November 2nd, all the way to up to the end of December, like 30 days straight. So
So we got some juicy stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we got some.
Yes. I'm excited.
Yeah.
So I've been seeing some of your clips on Facebook that you've been showing, because some of that you are making your own, like the staging and your set.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So share some of that with the people.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, basically, what happened was
right.
We are building our own sets, and again, because this is I like what Earl Bynum gave us this name. He calls us the first family in film. I said, I like that.
Yes.
I'm going to hashtag that. So I've been hashtagging that first family in film because it's a family production. All of us here are working together to make this film happen for the people.
Right.
We have 4 adult kids, who still here at home, praise God.
Yes.
And they are all working with us towards making this film happen. So, we have to build our own sets. We don't have any industry financial backing. Everything you see is done solely by us. We don't have a team where they can go wardrobe shopping or production design shopping for us. So we have to do just every department until we actually get on set. And then the people that we hire to take it from there, they do the job. But meanwhile, we have to build our own sets because it's quite expensive to have someone go and build them for you. And then you have to pay their labor. You have to, if they got to go shopping for you, you got to pay for that. You got to pay for gas in the car, all that kind of stuff. Every little thing you have to pay for. So we just believe God and said we kind of been like building since we've been together. Like every home we have lived in, we have remodeled like every home, every home we moved in, we have remodeled it. Like this house, if you will see my pictures online on Facebook, you'll see we did everything. We laid the floor, we did the painting, like everything. So we just doing the same thing for the movie. We're building our own sets, and to God be the glory. He sent a friend of ours, or who has become a friend of ours, to help us build some of these sets. So, but pretty much it's my husband, myself, the kids. And this gentleman who comes once a week. To come help us out. But meanwhile, you know, Monday through whatever Sunday, we are doing it ourselves. The painting and just everything.
Right. And you said you get no financial backing for this, right?
No, not besides the few people who donate.
There are some people
on Facebook.
Yeah.
Cash. What do you call that thing? Cash.
PayPal.
Cash App.
Cash App. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we want to even give that, you know, towards the end, so we can have people be involved in it. Because I know you guys were interested in having more people from the East Coast, you know, to watch your movies. Now, how with COVID, many movie theaters are closed. How have you guys thought of and prayed about moving forward? How you're going to be able to get this film out to the viewers?
Well, you know, we hope that theaters just recently opened. I don't know if they're open on the East Coast, but in our area, they just recently opened the theaters. And so, you know, I mean, we just believe in God. You know, we moving forward in faith and believing that this will pass enough, that things can get back to some kind of normal, at least where you get. I mean, well, the theaters are back open, so you know, by the time this movie come out, it'll be next year around this time, or actually around December. Is what we're shooting for, December Christmas release thing, and we want to do a niche marketing thing with the theaters and all that. So we got a good ways away. So I'm just praying that by the time that we're ready to, you know, put it out there in the theaters, that it'll be okay. You know.
Yes. And if not, we're going to do this anyway. You know, you have platforms like what do you call it, Netflix and Hulu, stuff like that. We've already been in talks with some people to build our own platform, because you also got faith-based, the faith-based series that come on TV, like the Bible and The Chosen. Well, those directors or producers of those movies and series, they got their own app. And now what they're doing, because, you know, we are, what should I say? We are, what's the word I'm looking for? An acquired taste kind of movie, for lack of better words, you know? So with us building our own app, you know, we can direct people to where our film is, you know? And then they will be able to go download the app. They can view the movie there, or they can purchase the movie from the app. So we're also believing God that once we're done filming, we can start having that process going where the app and the platform is being built while we're editing the film. And then in the end, you know, if the theater is not a good thing for us, then we can still do our on-demand release via our app. So those are the two ways we're thinking about.
I mean, it's like the other. We're gonna do the app anyway, but I think the theaters should be available.
Absolutely.
We'll have a little limited release for like maybe a month or so or two, and then we'll go to the app, and then you'll be in. It's like our distribution platform, and we learned that just from the business, you know. So we learned from the first movie we did how to do it better, and the app is best to recoup your money. You know, the best.
Absolutely. Now, talk a little bit about the actors and the actresses, because I saw on Facebook you have quite a few. I wasn't expecting to see that many.
And that's nothing. We still got tons of actors and actresses that we haven't even posted about, you know, because we've been doing this for what, 3 years now. So
this particular film, but about the actors, I mean, all of them are TV actors. They all been in television, movies, you know, like so they're all pro professional people. So the Lord blesses in that way. I mean, even our star talent is very. I mean, he's out there. He's doing a lot of stuff. You know, so, not one person we're working with has. They all have good backgrounds. NCIS, CSI. I mean, it's like you know the resident. You know, all kind of you know. TV.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, they all have good credits. You know, even some of them being feature extras in Black Panther.
Oh yeah, Black Panther.
Do you remember Black Panther, right? You saw that, right? You remember the scene where the actor was in the casino and he was at the table and they was having a conversation at the table at the casino.
Yeah.
Well, you remember the Asian guy that was standing right? That's our actor. He's one of the main stars, you know, in the movie. You know,
how did you guys get these actors? Did you put out a call, or how did you find them and they wanted to participate with, especially with you know, executives that's not in Hollywood,
right?
Basically, you know, never heard of, but you're doing some amazing things.
Yeah.
Well, my wife, she gets online, she researches, and she got to, you know, she goes to them. You know, the Lord just gives a favor. You know what I mean? So the wise approach of how they go to contact them.
This is my sister,
and it just works out that way. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, I mean, my wife pretty much, she's the casting director, definitely.
Yeah, she's like, outgoing, so she knows how.
She got that personality. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have I always say, "Oh man, she talking to me like you know, like she know me." And, you know, carry a conversation on with you like she's been knowing you for years.
You know what? When I'm doing that, I'm claiming I'm taking what's ours.
That's right.
Like, all right, we already passed this.
Right. So do you call a certain place? You know where to call to scout?
What I do is when I scout, they have websites out there for anyone who's doing this and want to do it or aspire. You can simply go to like LA. They have a website called LA Casting. That's for LA actors, you know? And then that same company have one where you can find actors in New York.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And so on. So you have to just find those platforms where the actors are, you know? And even on Facebook, they have whatever city you in, there is a Facebook group for filmmakers, you know, and for the actors in that city. So, you know, you could just Google it. And Google it. And we do have to put, though, what you do have to put when you find those websites, you have to do your character breakdown. You have to put your synopsis, your plot, if the role have is it a paying role? You have to put you're filming, where you're filming. Are you paying for transportation? Are you paying for lodging?
Are you SAG or active?
Are you SAG or non-union? Like it is so much you have to do.
And you're doing this by yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
That's a 24-hour job.
Yeah.
It is like
she do. I mean, that's how we. You know, it's like while I'm working on one part of the movie, she's working on the other part, and just you know.
Teamwork.
Like, hey, what you think about this guy? What do you think about this guy? You know?
Yeah.
And I'll say, I like him. You know, and then she'll contact them. And
that's amazing because you need money for all of these actors.
Yeah.
You know, you need finances for all of these actors.
Oh, yeah, you do.
God is just giving you favor. I mean,
exactly. It's definitely favor. You know, and I give major shout out to all the actors that's on board with this film. And I thank God because a lot of them are believers. You know, God has led me to a lot of believers, people who's like, hey, I just did a study on Revelation. Like, you know, like, man, just so many believers, you know, who understand what we're doing. And they're like, look, it's about time somebody did this. Like, I absolutely want to come on board. So when it comes down to the pay, like our main stars, we have crew people and talent that has been working with us for over 2 years. And they have been seeing how we've been doing it. We would film 2 days and then we will break for like 3, 4, 5 months because we have to pay everyone off. You know, so you come back and film again, you know. And that's how we've been doing it for 3 years now. So we have built a relationship with everyone that they know, the McCoys pay. Like there is not one talent, one person that can come back and say the McCoys don't pay or whatever. I just explained to people I need just a little time, you know, for the extra because there's so many people. Right. Communication is key. Yeah. So I keep communication. I'm very transparent. You know, I tell everyone from the door where we at, what we're doing, and you know, can you work with us or not? You know, so in that area, God has given us favor, and we have never asked anyone to do anything for less than what they, charge. If anyone has offered to do anything or do extra for the film, we thank God for that. But we pay people what they are due. They are worthy of, because it's too much talk about, the Christian folks always want people to do stuff for free. Want people to do something for free. Like, well, we ain't trying to have no kind of reputation like that. No.
Right. Absolutely.
No, we paid you what you asked, and that's the end of that.
On top of that, when they get on board and they actually read the script and they see what we're doing, they get so excited about it, because often they say, "Man, this is about the most exciting thing that they're working on."
Yeah.
So it's like action packed. So it's for them a lot of fun.
Our star actor John Burdell, like John Burdell is in Doom Patrol, Nancy Drew, like he was the one of the voices for Kit with Knight Rider back in our day. But when he first read our script back in like 2009, 2009, because we worked on it for years before we actually.
It was like 2000.
Oh no, 13, 14. So when he read the script, he was like, "Oh my gosh, this is very ambitious for you, and you don't have no backings. Like, how you going to do this? Because we have helicopter scenes, we have riot scenes, we have shootouts."
Oh my goodness, really?
I mean, you would think you're looking at a Hollywood movie. The way the script is written. So he's thinking, well, how are you going to do that with no financial backing? Like, but God, and it's been going as the Holy Spirit leads us, and what to film, when to film it, and it's been getting done.
This has a lot of what they call production value. And now everybody's on board. They want to keep that production value.
Yeah.
So no one wants to diminish. Nobody wants to downplay it. Everybody. Let's keep the production value. Let's keep making it.
Yeah.
So that's what we.
Go ahead. Apostle, where did this vision come from? I mean, what sparked this for film? Because I know, growing up, you hear a lot of people. I think, many of us have said we would love to, when you're watching television, we would love to be in the movies. We would love to be an actor, but it wasn't really talked about much in the church, because that's sometimes you couldn't even go to the movies. But what sparked that interest in you and Antoinette to really, because I mean, this is a major vision here.
Yeah.
So what influenced the vision, and then it came into fruition? So what happened?
That's a good question. Well, when we first got engaged back in '97, right, and we had just got married, and I would tell my wife, I would say, we're gonna have a record label, we're gonna have a mega church, man, we're gonna do films, we're gonna make films,
right,
all this stuff, right, real estate and everything. And so, make a long story short, she one day, you remember Dexter? When Dexter passed, we was at the you might even know Antonio Thomas, Thomas Funeral Home.
Yes.
We were sitting in Antonio Thomas's office, and Antonio just confirmed everything that I told my wife.
Yes, he did.
Everything verbatim, everything I would ever say to her.
When he told me, Cindy, I didn't believe him, and I was just saved, Cindy. I was just,
right.
$50 projects.
Right.
I don't know nothing, girl. I'm in Deliverance Church now.
Right.
And I'm like, Holy Ghost filled, but I still got that ghetto mindset. And I'm thinking like, no, that ain't happening. This, this young black man, like,
when you hear all of that,
it was too much for me at the time. Straight out of Richard Allen, like that's too much for me. But I never said it to him. I never discouraged him. I just smiled and pondered it in my heart like Mary.
So Antonio confirmed it, and so my wife shared with me after that, like, wow, ever since then she was on board.
Yes.
So with me, I mean, growing up, I just always, play scenes in my head, Miami Vice and sitting in school, just daydreaming. I never thought I would be directing a movie or anything like that, but that was in me. So then, it started with dreams. Started having these dreams about the revelation and the Holy Spirit, a message to teach on that, or a desire to teach on that. and I mean, vivid dreams about it. And then so you know, when we first came out here, we were trying to break into the gospel industry or bring gospel out here, and he was already into that. But then so we had one event, we did a gospel event. Then the Holy Spirit put in our hearts to shoot our film, and so we knew that the film we should shoot was what I was dreaming about, having dreams about. So
he was having those dreams, Cindy, for years, girl.
Really?
Yeah, they was like 2004, was it? 2000? Nope, going all the way back 2002.
Really?
2000. He was having those dreams, and it was for a long time,
Yeah.
And it was like watching a movie. He would come and before he would preach, he would tell us the dreams and stuff. And it was just so vivid. It was like watching a movie. So the Lord was preparing us for years in our spirit, and we didn't even know. It was like years of being prepared for it.
So then we just, you know, did a short film, and then the Lord took that and went into a feature film. He just opened doors. Things just happened. I mean, Parable TV. You probably haven't heard of Parable TV, but Parable TV, which is a network, a Christian network, it came across their desk. The vice president of acquisition, and he aired it and licensed it for his television show. Parable AZ TV aired it on Christmas
out here in Arizona
of 2013. I think it was 2012 or whatever. And then you know, next you know, we had a distribution deal shortly after that, you know. And the Lord just took it and the Lord just took that, and it started from the dreams. It was the dreams, you know. And when the Lord led us to start doing a film, we already knew what to do. Because I mean, when I first met my husband, like just after Pastor Smith had ordained us to go forth in ministry. And just hearing what the Lord will always call him to preach, I knew. I told him, I said, you know what, what I tell you, you're an end time preacher, like that.
Right.
Calling. That's it right there. That's it right there. End time, preparing the body of Christ to go home. You know.
That's true. I still have encounters with God. Even
praise God.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's common for me to pray literally and open my eyes and can see like a colorful haze, in my, like you know, like a greenish color, purplish color that moves around. I mean, it's been happening to me for years and years and years. So I know the Lord has called us to do something, you know, mighty in that area. You know what I mean? And in my dreams, I've had encounters with the Lord. You know, He blessed me to see. It was like a small little star coming toward Earth, really bright, and then it came into the atmosphere, and then it this charge of energy that destroyed everything on the ground. And the next, you know, I saw all these people skydiving, and then there was a bunch of us, you know, which I know is the saints, or that was it represented the saints being caught up in the rapture and stuff like that. You know, so you know, what I mean, and every once in a while, the Lord will give me a dream, even to
Yes, it's amazing.
It is, because I saw it one time, but it was Cindy. I was like a little kid. You know, we were just married, and he used to tell me all of this before. So I'm new to it still. I'm still new. I'm still new to it all, right? But he had told me about it so much. I got so excited about it. And we were just married, and we sleeping on the floor. We ain't got no furniture, girl. We sleeping on the floor in the living room, and we just talking about the Lord. And he was like, yeah, you know, and I see the glory now. You know, the room is all dark. And he's like, I was like a little kid, like, oh, I want to see it. I want to see it. I was like a little kid. I want to see it. I want to see it. And the Lord opened my eyes, and I was able to see it. And then I got so excited. Then, you know, I came out of the spirit. I couldn't see it no more.
We
I got too excited.
So that's how we got it. And then, so we you know, we took ourselves to school. I with you know, started studying teaching myself how to direct, and you know, writing thing and all that stuff. You know, but I really believe that is something that the Lord put in me, because you know, a prophet told me a long time ago when I was like maybe 18 or 19. He said, you know, you have gifts and talents that you don't even know you had. You know,
wow.
And the Lord has called you to the ministry. He said, but God wants you to to go. He says, God wants you to preach the gospel, not because somebody told you,
Right.
but because you know that He told you Himself.
Right.
Right. Yes.
Called
Yes.
you,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so,
Right.
I mean, it's just, I mean,
Yeah.
I remember one time, what's that, evangelist, Hilliard, what's Hilliard.
Hilliard in Texas.
Yeah, I think she came to Deliverance a few times. She's very popular on the East Coast.
Oh,
Man,
okay.
remember the lady that remembers we went to Deeper Life Church
Right.
out
Right.
in Trenton, New Jersey.
Right.
I mean, but anyway, the Lord was, I mean, all through our life, man, the Lord.
Evangelist Marie.
No, Hilliard something.
Oh.
I mean, but anyway, God
Okay.
used mighty people, mighty men and women of God to confirm
Right.
over and over. I mean, so, and now He's doing it. I mean, the way this movie is coming forth, I mean, we're looking at, a movie that's going to, by the end of the day, we're going to be near $1 million that it would cost to do this movie.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
And God is like doing it. He's really good. I mean, really.
Yeah, I
touching
can't
people's
even
hearts.
those numbers.
People working with us and
Yeah.
we're shooting the film like on a very high end level.
Yeah.
They call above the line. And so it's above the line, it really is.
Right. Absolutely. But when God gives you something and give you a vision, He's gonna provide.
Yes.
You guys are really stepping out on faith.
Oh yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, and I've been posting that for years. That little poster, God would make provision for His vision.
Yes.
You know, I've been posting that for years, just holding on, just preaching to myself. On Facebook, I'll be encouraging myself.
That's right, and that's what you do. A lot of times, they said ministers or pastors that preach. People that preach is preaching to them first.
Yeah, we should be first partakers of it, right?
Right. Someone made a comment and wanted to know if you have no acting experience, should you try out?
If you have no acting
experience,
should they try out for a role?
A movie?
Yes, in your movie.
Oh, in our movie.
Well, we have non-experienced actors in our movie as well.
Yeah.
Because we just like that. We like to give people opportunity. We believe that that's what God is blessing us to do. We want to help people be in the business and give them a way a way to get there. Because it's hard. It's hard, to break out. And a lot of times, companies, once they get to a certain point, it's almost impossible to get with them.
Yeah.
That's something that we will never, we will always be, open to, people
breaking new talent.
Yeah, breaking new talent. They say. Get an opportunity to check. But of course, you have to audition for the role, and who knows? You never know. You just have to try. You got to.
Because a lot of times actors come in for one thing, but then the director and the producer see something else.
Yeah,
for that talent,
Talent, right? Sometimes they could be extras or in the crowd. And
we have tons of extras, Cindy. We have extras that has been following us. People from all over the world and country following us, and just flying from Canada, flying from all over. Just to come and be extras.
Well, my sister would love
to help.
Where's she at? She in over East Coast?
My sister, she lives in Connecticut. Stacy Bent.
We had someone come from Connecticut when we filmed the young lady and her mom, the young girl, the little girl who we put in the school scene.
Oh yeah.
They came from Connecticut, and her mother brought her all the way over here. And they took care of all their own lodging. You have to be able to do all of that.
Yes,
and then people who connect with us and do stuff like that, we always try to put them somewhere in the film where they at least get their face on the screen.
Right.
Because we feel like you traveled that far just to be an extra in this movie. We have to try to do something for you,
Absolutely.
Somewhere in the film,
Right.
But you have to have that look. You have to, and we'll try our best to put you somewhere because we need so much help,
Oh, okay.
So
that's okay. We need a lot of extras. We have a lot of our scenes are big scenes. Like for instance, one of the scenes we're going to do is going to have happened at the UN, United Nations. You know.
Oh yeah.
So that's a lot. We got another scene where the main actor, the guy who plays the Antichrist, before he becomes the Antichrist, he's the European Union president. So he's here in America addressing a global warming situation.
Wow.
So we're recreating that whole scene. We're gonna have the Renaissance Hotel in there where we live. We're gonna have that all blinged out, looking just like a global warming scene, and with people in the audience and all that stuff. So those are places where we could use a lot of heads. You know what I mean? Because the more people we have, the wider the angle we can, go with it. Whereas less people, you got to,
you have to cheat it.
You can't shoot as wide.
You have to cheat it.
Exactly.
Vignettes and stuff like that.
And to God be the glory, our extras out here in Arizona that God has blessed us with are off the chain.
Yeah. Really?
Man, Cindy, I love NWO extras. Anybody will tell you, Internet love her extras. I give those extras, I think I give them more attention and love on set than I do my actors.
Really?
I think I do.
They're very important.
They are.
Extras are very nice.
They're very important.
Our extras are the best out here. They come, Cindy, they sit for us. I mean, for this movie, they will sit literally 12 hours. And some of our crew people be like, where you from those people at? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they come here and they sit.
Because they really want to do it.
They really actually enjoy being a part, because it's fun. You're supposed to have fun on set when you film it. It's not supposed to be tense and, we want to have fun. We just have fun.
And that's where I think God, I want to give God glory for that, because we like to, God's presence is there. They might not know it, but what it is it's the presence of God, and the love of God, that really is there, and no drama, no drama. Even though it's intense, it gets hectic, but the love,
right, absolutely,
definitely there.
And we're sticklers for keeping that atmosphere of peace.
Yes,
yes,
right,
and, clashing heads and drama and all that stuff.
Yeah, like we don't do that,
Exactly.
And thank God for the Holy Spirit, because I watch social media a lot.
Yeah,
I watch and I and the community is small, so you as long as you got that discernment by the Holy Spirit, you'll know who to deal with, who not to deal with. Who to allow on your set, who not to allow on your set.
And then I talk to the extras a lot, and that's something that's really unheard of with most directors. It blows their mind when I speak to them,
that we approach,
or how easily they can why he's the director, why he talk to actors, some directors don't even want to have no deals with actors. And just that's just me though. That's my personality anyway.
Right. Yeah. Right.
So it makes it really fun for them, and so they want to come back. They want to be a part.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, as far as when do the extras? When do you finalize everything for your actors and for your extras? So when you start filming, everything, who you're dealing with and what you're dealing with.
Okay, so where we are now, being as though we're filming like in 2 weeks.
Oh, really?
So, and when you on set, you have to have your first AD. Shout out to Leanne, that's our first AD. That's the girl who's doing the job that I was doing. Horribly, I think.
What is an AD?
The first AD is the person that is his right-hand man.
Assistant director.
That's the assistant director. That's the one that does all the scheduling. I mean, she controls the set.
They literally are the boss of the set.
They are the boss of the set.
You have somebody.
I did it, because I had to do it now in the beginning. But honey, that's a job that I don't want to do because I'm already doing all of that now. I never really get to just enjoy being on set and just working what we're doing, because I'm constantly running around, So Leanne is, this girl is she's awesome.
It's a big job. They have to keep the whole production on schedule. So you have only a certain amount of time to film so your AD helps keep you on schedule. If not, if you fall behind, you can it can be terrible.
It could be it's money too.
Right. And so back to what you were saying as far as finalizing everything. So when we are being 2 weeks out, and I have been working on extras, and we have a private group. If anyone want to join, you know, there's a New World Order extra group. You know, you can send a request to be a part of the group if you want to be an extra in the movie. And on that page is where I list everything. The dates where extras are needed, what you should be wearing, who wants to be a part. You know, you put your name in a comment, I'll be there. And then I take that name and I put it on the list that I have over here. And well, I give it to Leanne. I actually give it to Leanne, and Leanne puts it on what you call a call time sheet. So call time sheets is what has to be given out every single day that you're filming to all the crew. Every single person that's involved in that day of filming, they will receive a call time sheet. Even our extras, I send them call time sheets, you know, so they can know if something happens, they need to have a phone number or email to reach the first AD or myself, you know. I'm only 10 minutes out, I'll be there or whatever, you know. So with extras, we always need extras, you know. That can be ongoing until we're finished filming, you know. Extras, you know, with the main roles, they are already definitely cast. Right now, we're at the point where we know what we're doing. And what we have done is we have saved certain scene roles like feature extras. We have saved those for some of the extras, you know, because that's a big thing to be a feature extra, you know. So if you have a scene where we need a young lady who's just sitting there and she's just like, well, I don't need to be paying nobody $300-400 just to be like, you know.
Absolutely.
You on screen, you get a good 15-20 seconds of you just you know. Well, that's a lot of time, you know. And you can put that on your resume. You was a feature extra in New World Order, and all you did was
like you were the frantic lady.
So so the credit, you would actually be listed in the credit with the actual actors instead of the extras. You'll be over here with the actual actors, you know.
This is amazing.
So we save little stuff like that for our extras because you know, because man, you ain't got no movie, you ain't got no extras, so try to do something for them.
And another thing to add on to that is that there's always a change. Things change, you know. It's like on the fly, you know. If extras show up, sometimes it's common for directors to revamp scenes, rewrite scenes right there on the spot, on you know, I mean, and so things happen, you know what I mean. So it's always room for extras.
And I told them that too. We're filming this scene. What's the climate change scene at the hotel, right? So you know when they do like any kind of conventions, climate change, they have people up on the stage and they're just sitting there at the table, and you have your spokesperson. So you know, I told the extras, I said, hey y'all, you know, there's a couple seats up on the stage in our private group page. I said, and we're saving it just for you now. If you come looking tight, you come looking good, you know, the director may be like, okay, I want you up on the stage. I want you up on the stage. You sitting in the front. I want you, you know, and it's just, you know. And
how do you find out? How do the extras know what to wear?
Well, I tell them in the private group page, you know. So whatever scene it is, whatever wardrobe is called for that scene, I give them a list, and in the group page, I make a post, and I put every detail in the post: where we at, what time we're filming. You know, if you got to bring your own lunch, you got to bring your own lunch. Every little thing, you know.
They know about it.
Wardrobe, and then I give them examples. I pull pictures, and I put pictures up there so they can see literally what we're talking about. You know? So, you know, no one will come and say, oh, well, I thought you meant this. I thought you meant that. And, you know, and they miss an opportunity. So we don't want anyone to miss an opportunity that could have been for them, but the wardrobe just wasn't right.
We also do giveaways. You know, we actually buy gifts to give away.
Really?
To help.
Oh, yeah.
Because we can't. We're not in a position to pay them.
Right.
But to show our appreciation, we have a raffle drawing.
Yes.
And we've given away pretty nice prizes. This time we're giving away a 4K TV.
50-inch.
50-inch 4K
4K
TV.
Television we have.
Gift cards, stuff like that.
And, yeah.
Just incentives to help.
Right.
Encourage them to come out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So after we kind of like, and that would be like on our really big days where we definitely needs a whole lot.
Right.
Of extras,
those are the days where we really need
like
a lot of
the
extras.
riot scene.
Yeah.
We have scenes where we need a whole lot of extras. So like on that day, we'll have the whoever come out for both the days. Now it's like the riot scene is November 20th and 21st.
Mm-hmm.
So if you come out on that day, we need you for both days. And then you can participate in the raffle drawing for the TV, because you came out on both days. So what we do is we take the star actor, whoever's on set that day, whoever's the lead actor on that day, he or she will be the one that will pull the ticket for, whoever will win.
Right.
And they will present them with the TV and they get to take a picture with the actor and, post
which is
all
nice.
that on social media.
Yes. So I know I'm hoping that next month, I'm not sure if we'll be able to do it with you, but we were talking about bringing on some of the actors so we can, we can
still Cindy, do that.
Yeah, we can still do
What's that date next month we supposed to do that? I want to see.
It's the third Monday in
it's the third Monday. Let me see. November.
That would be November the 16th.
16th. November the 16th. That is a good day, Cindy.
Okay.
You know what? We are recreating we're creating a cave scene on that day.
Oh, yeah.
So when the Bible talks about, the people that go underground during the tribulation time,
yes,
they hiding out from the government and they go underground. Well, we're now, this is the part in our movie where the resistance, they have to go deeper underground to hide themselves from the New World Order, And so we are building a cave in a studio. And that's the day that we'll be filming at. So it would probably be fun if we go on and, thank God for Leanne. I don't have to do all that work.
Some of the actors, maybe about 3 or 4 of them.
Oh, they'll be there.
Oh,
too.
yeah, they'll be there. And I can probably get them, to jump on if we can, our time, if we're not filming. And then maybe sometimes I have to pull away from the set. And we can be on there talking.
Okay.
Or I can kind of maybe sneak and show a little bit while they doing what they do. I can, show a little bit of the hot set and, it just be live.
We could do it.
Be real time.
If you let's say if you're able to stay on for a little while, let's say like an hour or so. In between takes is where we could do do some talking because it takes about 20 minutes or so to set up the next shot and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Sometimes even longer.
Right.
So we'll have space in between takes. And transition scenes.
Yeah. So we can definitely do that for sure.
Watch, because I really want everybody to watch the first movie, and they can appreciate the second one.
Yeah.
So, I think that's important.
That's true.
And a lot of times you hear people say things, but they don't really know. But they need to watch the first one, and so they will appreciate this second one that you're doing. Now, let me ask you a question. After this movie comes out, and I know with the Lord's help, it's going to do amazing. It's going to be an amazing film.
Amen.
What's next for the McCoys?
Well, of course, we're going to do another one. This is going to be a 4-movie saga. So this is part 1. We got like 3 more parts to this.
Yeah.
We want to do.
Yeah, because that's breaking up the book down as much as we can. Like we're teaching the book of Revelation through the movie, So it's definitely 4 parts to it.
It's like this movie right here is going to be an introduction of the Antichrist. Like you're going to meet him and see him as he is, what he is, and then we jump into the 3.5 year part, like the Great Tribulation, and then we show you him totally full-fledged, Satan,
Possessed.
the devil in the flesh.
Yeah.
So then, because that's in order to make the film interesting, because it'll become boring if we didn't.
Yeah.
So, but the next film will rewind and get more into his life and show you more of a transition, and with new characters too.
Right.
Same characters that survived, and how they, we're just going back, from the beginning of the tribulation. Stuff that happens at the beginning. The red horse, the black horse, the pale horse. We got
all the wolves.
You got this. So that's going to take up, and then we want to get all the way to the point where the return of the Lord. The Armageddon would be the finale of the film.
Where the saints come back, but by that time, Cindy, like it'll be so much CGI.
Because we're already doing a lot of CGI. This movie is CGI heavy as it is, and the Lord's blessed us where we're working with the same people who CGI did scenes or rendered scenes in the movie Independence Day Resurgence. Independence Day that came out. So we got some great people, Hollywood people.
Yes, I see.
Yeah, so it's gonna be great. So, but every film with more capital will be able to do more. So
absolutely.
By the time we get to the fourth film, we should have a good amount of capital really to show.
Because I believe, God, that this movie that we're doing, that we will be able to, maybe sit down with someone and they see what we're doing and what we have done off of what we have, and will be willing to give us money to continue on the other movies and simply just look for their investment back.
Right. And that's inevitable. I know that's going to happen. It's not a question. I know that's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's whether or not we got to be careful who we get involved with.
Yeah, for sure.
And not being desperate for money. Not, we already had people offer us things and, with the fast route,
Right.
But I thank God that we're going the slow route, which would keep us in control of our product, and that we will own our product, because that's really important, owning your product, because anybody can make a movie and they can sign your life away. I mean, somebody come home and say, hey, I like that. Next it's not even your movie anymore. That's the way. That's the business. So we're very careful not to let that happen, and we're willing to do it ourselves and take baby steps. At least we'll be in control and never have to worry about giving up or surrendering control to people who want to alter your movie, want to take God out of it. Next thing they want to put cursing in it, they want to put sex in it, they want to do all this kind of crazy stuff. So we're not allowing that. So the Lord is taking us on the path where if you want to be a part of this, all right, this is going to be on our terms.
Right.
You want to invest in this? You want to give us some money? All right, you give us money on our
terms.
And that's the way we want.
That's wise. That's right. Now somebody is asking, Apostle, how do we see the first movie? What was it? Netflix, Hulu?
The first movie is on Amazon Prime. You can go to Amazon Prime. It's on Amazon Prime right now.
Yeah, you can go on Amazon Prime. You probably can find it on YouTube. Quite a few times people upload the whole movie on YouTube, and then the distribution company have to deal with YouTube and say, take that down, because they didn't have the rights to do that.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, you can probably.
And the name of it is New World Order. That's the first one.
Right.
But it's New World Order, the end has come. You have to put that there. I think I got a cover. I can kind of show you the cover just in case people are looking for it.
It's on Amazon Prime. It's on definitely iTunes has it. It's on a lot of digital platforms. Yeah. Christian Cinema has it.
Yes, it's on a lot of platforms. The distribution company.
Walmart has it as well.
I don't know.
Really?
It's probably on their website, but not in the actual stores now.
No, not in the stores, but the digital stores.
Probably on the digital stores.
Our distribution company has this thing all over.
Here it is. But, here, guys. Now, if you see a picture like this, then you're looking at the right New World Order, because there's a lot of New World Order stuff out there.
It is.
It is a lot of New World Order stuff. So if you see this with two young ladies, then you have the correct New World Order. But it's on Amazon Prime. Yeah. You could go on Amazon Prime and it's right there. That's for sure.
Yeah. I did Amazon Prime a couple of months ago. Like, that's that movie.
I know, right? There's little stuff to watch. And you say, oh, this is a new world order. Like, and you skip right by.
Yeah,
Right, absolutely. I did put it in the chat so that people can see that, so that they'll be able to order it and
find the movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
You put it in there.
Yes, I did. I don't know if you can see it.
Cool.
Right. Put it on my Facebook page too.
Yeah, and another exciting thing, if they watch that movie, you'll hear also, and you'll see that my husband produced all the music. He did all the score.
Oh, really? All the music.
And this album that we did years ago called "The Messiah" by Badia is written and produced by us as well. And we get a lot of calls from people who hear the end credit music. The Messiah is coming back, and that song is timeless. It's like,
really,
it is timeless. The Messiah is coming back, and it's perfect for right now. And I'm sure we're going to use it in this movie, maybe closing out the credits. No, we're not going to use it. Oh, be like, no, I love that song. It's so pretty.
Not this time.
It's a perfect song. The Messiah
no, we can put it in there.
Back.
We actually put it in there, but our credits probably won't be long enough. But you know, I like to always progress in
something different,
new stuff. You know what I mean? So you know, it's time to score the film.
Someone just posted it on the Facebook in the comments, and they have the link. All they have to do is click on this link. They have New World Order, and it's Amazon.com. And Oscar Payne posted. Thank you, Oscar, for doing that.
Thank you, Oscar.
Yep, Oscar Payne.
Appreciate that.
How about with what's going on now, the pandemic and different things? Will that play into your movie as well?
Oh man, I'm glad you asked that question. Man, how should I say? Our movie is really prophetic because when we wrote the script, was back in 2014, 15.
What? Oh, this movie.
Oh, this movie.
This movie
took about, you know, and it's a lot of stuff that we wrote about that wasn't happening, but has happened, and since, you know, and such as school shootings. You know, we had that in our script, and that spiked, and then we have the pandemic is definitely
wow,
it's part of it because you know part of the tribulation is going to be pandemic.
Yep,
you know what I mean. Nothing like COVID. I mean, it's going to be beyond. If this scared you, goodness, you don't want to be here. What's going to happen during that time? But you know, it's a lot of parallels. With what's going on today. Our film is definitely right on point. Right on point. Even with the police violence and stuff like that.
Yes.
And
that's in there too. Wow.
We got that in there too. Yep.
Well, you know, it has to be that our heroine is a policeman.
Yeah.
You know, so he plays a SWAT team sergeant. And so we got, you know, police stuff in it. You know what I mean? So but yeah, it's a lot of stuff that's going on in the world that's parallel with our movie. So our movie is definitely not contrast, but parallel to a lot of what's going on.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I am so excited for you.
Yeah, it's going to answer. This movie is going to answer a lot of people's questions. Well, help people understand. You know,
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of insight.
Yeah. I think it's definitely a conversation piece. You know, it's going to cause a lot of questions. People are going to have a lot of questions, and some people are just going to go back and say, "Oh, I didn't know that's what that meant," you know, and go back to the Bible and read the Bible. Like I have an extra that just wanted one of the actors in the movie sent this lady to me, said, "Call Antoinette." You know, she has she want to break him in the industry. You know, he done did some commercials, and so we talked on the phone the other day. You know. And, we talked about a lot of stuff, but where was I going? It just lost. I just lost.
Talk about the. I'm saying how the movie is going to educate a lot of people.
Right. Yeah. So we was talking about a lot of stuff, and after we got finished talking, she was like, "I'm gonna go read my Bible."
Yeah.
Tonight, She said, I didn't know a lot of that stuff. I am familiar with Revelations. She
Right.
said, a lot of that stuff, when you talk about the 10 horns and you talk about the little one that rose up,
Mhm.
all of that, she said, I had no idea that's what that meant. But I'm going to go reread my Bible tonight and familiarize myself again with Revelation, you know?
Yes.
This movie is the end times is political. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Antichrist is a political guy. He's
Very
going to be
political.
politician of some sort.
Mhm.
So a lot of stuff that of the beast that comes out of the ground, or you know, it's really part of it represents the government. You know what I mean? The reformation of the Roman Empire. You know, and nations that's going to come together and that's going to rule the world. And something that's going on in the world today, like Iran. Iran's going to play a major role in what's going to happen in the transition of power when the church is taken from the earth. Russia, it's a lot of things that's happening right now. When things really being set right before us for things to happen, you know, or for the revelation,
right?
With the prophecies to come to pass,
right?
So it really help people understand that, you know, a little more better.
Yeah,
right.
Because there's too many people afraid of the Book of Revelation, and they say they're Christians. Like, really? Like, there is nothing to be afraid of if you know you're walking with Christ. If you know you're going to go when the catching away take place, like, why are you afraid? There's nothing to be afraid of. But that's just a clear sign of that they don't have the knowledge or the you know, the proper knowledge or the proper interpretation of what the Book of Revelation is about. So it's perfect that God has called us to do this. It's needed. It is what's needed, you know. Because I like what Apostle said. He said, how do you expect to go to heaven when you know nothing about it? Like, you know absolutely nothing about what to expect. So how do you expect to go to heaven?
Right.
Actually, the Holy Spirit spoke that to me. He's like, you know, if a person is not willing to understand, I'm not putting it verbatim as he said it, but the gist was, if you're afraid of this type of thing, how can you be prepared for something that you're afraid of? You know, if you don't know about the revelation, if you don't know about what's going to happen, how can you be ready? It's like, you know, Jesus said, he said, watch, and you know, those who are watching won't be left behind. And I was praying, and the Holy Spirit just yesterday, you know, he was saying, you know, how that the way that you seek me is what, you know, I want everyone to do this. Everyone needs to do this. He said, because you're watching, you know, he gave me a revelation of what watching means, which means constantly seek the Lord, constantly living in the presence of God, constantly aware that this is going to happen at some point,
his return,
sometime, to the point that you're conscious of your own life, your own behavior, and your own walk, to make sure that you yourself is aligned with the scripture and that you're walking in God's will, that you're not just existing, taking the Lord for granted.
That's exactly what's happening.
Taking grace as a life sin, you know. So you know. But if you're watching, you'll be ready. But a lot of people are not aware of it because the enemy put such a fear in people about it. You know what I mean? And it's a severe ignorance too.
Yeah.
Even when people attempt to teach it, a lot of times they're off the mark when it comes down to what was actually going to happen.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. You don't hear many people preaching on it or talking about it.
Because it's hard to tie it in. But you know what? The more that you do it, the more I study it, it starts making sense. You know, you got to understand the book of Daniel. You got to understand a lot of things are written in the prophets, Daniel, Zechariah, and then you got Revelation. You put it all together, and then Jesus, even in Matthew chapter 24, talks about a lot of things that is really, he pretty much summarized the whole tribulation. The whole chapter 24 is a summary of everything that's going to happen.
And you have a lot of people who think we're living in Matthew 24. A lot of people think that we are today living Matthew 24.
I want to say this real quick. Now I'm going to let's go to the next question. But one thing the Lord showed me a major mistake that people misinterpret for years and years when the Bible talks about the rapture. When the Bible says no man knows the day nor the hour when the Son of Man should return. A lot of times people are taught, we were taught to believe or think that that's talking about the rapture of the church. But through study, you kind of find out that's not even what the Lord was talking about. He was talking about the day of the Lord when he actually comes back to earth. No man knows the day nor the hour when the Son of Man will return. But we do know that it's going to happen sometime near the end of 7 years of tribulation.
Right.
but nobody knows the day and the hour. But we know the season. Therefore, you know, it's like the Spirit of God obviously knows when this rapture is going to take place. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we need to take heed to it when he warns us, you know, through his prophets that it's going to be soon, which is what he's saying.
Yeah,
to all his people, consistent,
right?
And everything was going on in the world, even right now in our own country, the socialist movement is very, very parallel to the Antichrist movement. Because the spirit of Antichrist right now is working, even in our own country.
Yeah,
you know, it's crazy. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot, but we're excited. We're going to put all that in over these 4 months.
Yeah.
We're going to be covering all of that. You know, even the false prophet. Huh?
It's important to do that. You know?
Really is, like every little thing. Like a lot of people, they think about, you know, when they see 666, they think about the devil, but you know, the Antichrist, but no one talks about the false prophet as well. He's the one who's the forerunner for, you know, the devil, the Antichrist. He's the forerunner. He's the one who's going to set up the one world religion.
And that's in our movie.
Everything.
That's going. We're going to feature him in this movie too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So this movie is like, the pace is really good. To God be the glory. It's not boring. It'll keep you, you know, from the first scene all the way to the last. And a lot of stuff going on. We got multiple characters coming into the movie at different parts, telling the story about the heroine, about the false prophet, and all the DeLuca all at the same time.
Right.
This is great, and I'm excited to be a part of this.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. We're very excited about it.
Notice in it, you said what's up? What's next for the McCoys? You know, I'm gonna share this that the Lord put in our heart. We've already been for years developing an idea to do a movie about David, King David, like a really nice, you know, trilogy with him, and telling his story. So but more of a, you know, like a gladiator like type feel.
Oh yes, I can see that.
Those scripts are pretty much already written. So, but I'm sure we'll go back and juice them up some more, because we wrote them back then when we was just teaching ourselves all of this filming stuff.
Really?
But they are already written. Yep, it's 3 movies.
Oh my God!
Already written. So we'll go back and, you know, juice it up and really, 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 really good, even better than what it is. But we're very excited about that, you know. And I know we would have to go to somewhere like North Carolina to film that, because it got all the woods and you know,
well, something like that is
all that kind of
something
stuff.
like that.
Maybe Canada too.
We would invest our, you know, our capital into, but we would actually need to corroborate or collaborate with some company. I know that guys will send somebody, but because that would be a very high budget film.
He's going to send them.
That I'm seeing actually is one guy, right? And he's on he's a LinkedIn friend, you know, and he's watching me. I know he is.
Oh, really?
Like, he's doing a lot of major stuff like with Bruce Willis, and you know, he gets a lot of major people in his movies, you know. So we had kind of, you know, chatted a little bit about New World Order, you know, basically. But he see where we are, and he know what we're doing. He know that we're not trying to give up our movie, you know. With a company like that, they, you know, they have all the power, you know. So we have to first use this movie like collateral. This movie be like collateral. Like, you see what we can do. Like, you can't have our movie, you know. You can get, you know, a great return of money and executive producer, but you know, and maybe you can even say you make a recommendation to the director of certain actors you like in the movie, you know. I think that my husband will be even open to that, as long as it makes sense to the film. You know?
Exactly.
As long as it makes sense. Look, we ain't hard people to work with.
Right.
We want a good movie, you know.
Well, you just want things done fairly to you.
Right.
Exactly.
You know, fairly to you.
We can collaborate.
And the thing is about that, Cindy, is that that because of the ability to be able to pen stories and having a list of log lines and potential stories. I mean, that could take us for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Just being in that position means that we don't have to find material. We don't have to find writers. You don't have to find a story. We got stories already, waiting.
Right.
We already got 10 movies right now.
So
really 10
movies waiting to be filmed. They're on our website, legendstudios.com.
Yes.
If you go there, you'll see flyers. We created flyers for each of the movie. And it's just to show our vision to one that's following that has capital. So they can see we have a list of films already there.
They're all
that we want to do.
They're in the stage was called in development. Where we have an idea, of a sketch or outline.
Amen, David.
Of what what we want to do. But David is something that we really feel like the Lord is putting in our heart.
We got to do that one.
Yes, really, really good. Now that one would be definitely Hollywood. I would definitely go for Hollywood talent or cast somebody that's new to Hollywood.
Right. I want to. For that, I have a desire to break actor for David. Someone no one knows, and he definitely will be someone of the color from over there. He has to be someone of color, that
would be amazing. That would be amazing.
David have to have color. They had color.
Somebody had posted here that they're gonna pop some popcorn and watch it tonight.
Yes, amen.
Watch it tonight.
And let us know what you think about it. I answer everybody who hit us up. I don't, because you never know who you're talking to. When people send us messages, I answer everybody.
But I want to say something to those who will watch that movie. Not to say that it's not a good movie. It really is a good movie, but the production level is what the Lord's doing now. I mean, that movie is so much higher. But so
I'm gonna put the trailer in the link right now so people can see the trailer.
The Lord brought us
we're doing right now.
Way, but that's still anointed though. It is.
The
Holy Spirit has anointed that film. It has a message in it. That's what, and it is doing good with BMG. BMG is like the third largest Christian distributor.
Really?
And they get films all the time, and they drop films.
Cindy, I gotta change that.
If their film doesn't do well,
sorry, y'all.
They will let that film go. Our film has been with them since 2013, and we just re-signed with them a couple more years. This year.
Yep, they asked us, can they keep the movie for another 2 years? Because you know what? New World Order is the highest searched name on social media.
I never knew that. That's amazing.
Yes, that's amazing. I'm like, man, it
is amazing.
I'm like, well, bless the Lord. Even though we gave that to the distribution company, it didn't do anything financially for us on the bottom line. But it's giving us exposure.
Right. And notoriety.
We're doing. When we released the name New World Order, the marketing and promotion really began for the movie. Those people who've already saw the first one is definitely already familiar with what we're about,
So I'm excited.
I thank God for the exposure.
Money's not everything. It's like, we actually have a film out there, and that's a milestone in itself. But
it's credits too on your resume. So when someone want to know, well, what have you guys done? Oh my gosh, you'll be able to show them for sure.
And then when I talk to people, they said, well, how many movies have you done? Right. And one time I was like, I said, well, we've only done when we're doing now, I said really just one movie, right? But someone corrected me. They was like, no, you done did 3 movies because a short film is even a movie.
Yeah.
And then you did the first feature film, New World Order, The End Has Come, and now you're on your 3rd movie. I was like, wow, they really
don't think of it like that, You don't think of it like that. But this is great, and I'm looking forward to next month in November the 16th.
Yes, it is definitely a goal for that.
So we got to get a good flyer out here so we can that.
We got to get a good and the star actor will be there that day, John Burdell.
Yeah.
Danielle will be there, and Alan. And Alan will be there.
Yeah.
And we'll have a lot of our extras. So I'm gonna have my extras be like, hey. The
Right.
extras will be like, hey.
Yes. So I'm hoping one day I'll get to come out there.
Oh yeah, that'd be really nice.
Yeah.
Man,
would
we
be
would
really
love
good.
that. You know.
Yes, I would love it
Airplane
myself.
tickets ain't really nothing, girl.
Huh?
Airplane tickets ain't really costing too much of nothing. Like we need to kind of like talk about you, even if you just come for 1-2 days.
Yes, definitely. I've never been to Arizona. I'm looking forward to. I'm definitely gonna come.
Oh, great. We would love to have you.
I mean, while we filming, I want you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm talking about while we filming. Like, I want to try to get. All right, now you got my wheels turning. I'm like, okay, now get Cindy out here.
When is the filming done?
For November the 16th.
When is the film done?
The filming is over November 16th.
No. December the 16th.
Oh, December. Oh, okay.
We're done December the 16th. We take we're filming November the 2nd all the way to November the 21st. And then we take a week off for Thanksgiving.
Right.
This time I'm not having no work. Like for the last 3 years, we've been making the crew work. Like the day before Thanksgiving and the day after Thanksgiving.
Right.
So I said, I'm not going to do that this year to y'all. I'm not going to do it. So everybody got a week off for the Thanksgiving, and our actors get to go back home and spend that time with their families, and then we fly them back out that Sunday to start filming again that Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right. Well, we're going to part 2, November 16th.
Yeah.
Right. Some of the actors. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just so excited for you all. I've learned even more on tonight. You know, I thought I knew most of it, but some of it I didn't know, but I learned more tonight. And I just want our viewers to learn and to, like, now many of them are going to watch the first film. And that's exciting to me that they want to be a part to see it so that they can appreciate what's coming through. You know?
Well, we're open. Anybody who want to come and just, take advantage of some vacation time and come to Arizona and just come on set, see what we're doing, probably be a part of it, be an extra in it, just contact us, send me a message, and I can kind of just let you know what we got going on according to your schedule. And if we can make something happen, we will. You know?
Sounds good. Sounds good. I'm so excited for it. So I want to thank everyone for watching on tonight. Those of you that are watching on YouTube as well, and those that will watch the replay tomorrow or later on tonight or later on this week. And please, you still have time to share what we've discussed on tonight. It was an awesome interview with these dynamic film executives, which started from scratch, from literally nothing, and what God has given them the vision, and now we're seeing it come to pass. And there is more. There is more. After this movie, there's more movies. So God is still speaking, and I'm excited for this Christian-based movie and the executive that God has directed to use. And if you want to be a blessing to them financially, you can go to their website and get some information, but they would love any form of donations that they can get from anyone. And we're just going to pray also for them that God will touch others that will be a part of this ministry, that will sow into this ministry, and that will give them the finances that they need, because they need the money in order to produce more films. And I know there's somebody out there, there's people out there, I believe it's more than one, that can give you guys millions of dollars. But this was an awesome interview on tonight, and I'm so excited, and I look forward to having you guys back again. So I want to say good night, and everyone, please enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you again on Real Talk with Cindy. God bless you.
Thanks, Cindy.
God bless you. Bye, guys.